Why in the hell do they put romance in action films? That's what I want to know. I hate that. I hate that so much. It's so unneeded. It adds absolutely nothing to the plot of an action film. You're not watching an action film to watch a romance story. I mean, they make genres for those things. I mean, they make romance comedies or rom-coms, as I've heard it be said. So they make the genre comedy, and they make the genre romance, and they make the genre romance comedy. Or I guess it would be romantic comedy. Whatever. There's no separate genre for a romantic action film. And I think they need to let you know that. I think they need to actually create a genre for that. So you know when you're going in that there's going to be a romance aspect to this movie. It's not just going to be action. Give a girl a clue beforehand. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. There's this, all this shit going on, this wonderful action, and you're supposed to believe that these two people who just happen to be forced in a situation together just also happen to go, oh, hey, they're kind of attractive. And oh, all of a sudden they just fall in love just because that they're in an intense situation together. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, but that is complete and utter bullshit. You know that after this situation is over, that these two people are going to realize that they have nothing in common. And other than maybe a tiny bit of sexual tension, there's nothing there. And they're going to go their separate ways. They're not going to stay together. And that's not romance. Romance typically is, oh, they fall in love and they just stay together forever. Maybe they have a few points in times where, oh, they're being torn apart, like in The Notebook or some shit. But then they're going to get back together, or one of them's going to die, and, whatever. You're supposed to cry no matter what. This is an action film. I'm not supposed to cry. I'm supposed to be on the edge of my seat and enjoying the thrill of all these explosions and fights and guns and not romance. That's not what I'm there for. Now, I can understand if they just want to have a sex scene in a movie. I get that. It's still unneeded. I mean, that's not why I'm there. But, if they want to have that in there, okay, fine. But it doesn't have to be romance. It doesn't have to turn into a romantic story on top of all the action. Just put a sex scene in there. Okay, they find each other attractive. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, whatever. Get on with it. Now, do these movie people seriously think that you have to put romance into an action film just to appease the poor women whose boyfriends drag them to see this movie? Is that why they do this? They need to get a clue. Plenty of women love action films. Like myself, I love them. They are probably my second favorite movie genres after sci-fi. But it's a pretty close second. And if they're really concerned about the women that are watching these films, or so-called being forced to watch them, well, shit, you already do enough. Most of the action heroes are, I guess considered handsome men. Some of them are not, in my book, but still, they're muscular, they have attractive physiques, and that's all you really gotta have. You got an attractive action hero like Jason Statham, and make sure he's shirtless half the time, or at least a quarter of the time. And yeah, there you go. We'll be happy. We like eye candy just as much as men like eye candy. You can still have your eye candy for male viewers. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you can't do that. But action lovers are watching the movie to see action, not TNA. So, just stop this romance action film crap. I don't care. I don't want to see it. It takes away from the rest of the movie and pushes the story further in no way, shape, or form. I don't understand it. I mean, I want my action films to just be full of action. Just give me guns and fights and explosions. Come on, just give me some blood and sweat. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I want to see. That is why I am watching that film. The only reason. You want to give us some eye candy? Okay. Not that I won't complain. Either way, guys, girls, I don't care. Eye candy, fine, whatever. I don't need it, but whatever. But just please lay off the romance, or like I said, create a specific genre called action romance. Like Romancing the Stone. That gave you a clue that yeah, it's a action film, but it's mostly about the relationship between these two people and all the just, crazy shit they get into. So I had a clue going into that movie when I was young that yeah, okay, there's going to be romance in this action flick. And that was fine. I understood that. I went into it with that knowledge. So just give us that knowledge or just completely stop doing it. Thank you for listening to my, I guess, rant about romance in action films. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want, subscribe. Otherwise, have a great day, and I hope the next action film that you watch doesn't have any goddamn romance in it.